Okay folks, this will be an interesting one. Let's see if we can make this one turn up a treat. Or it actually was a treat. There was a treat inside it. Yeah, to give you a hint folks. Let's see how we go with it. Okay, let's see what this is. It is a Cadbury picnic. What's become of it? The packaging. There's nothing in there, of course. I think 400%'s a lot too big for this. I do think. I think 400% is too big for the horizontal at least, so I'm going to just minimise it a bit. Maybe make it 300 by 350. Yeah, that's come up looking quite nice to start with. Could be enlarged a bit on the horizontal and the vertical a bit more. I do wonder if I'm going to. That way is where the enlargement comes off, so I might push it up in the corner a bit more. So I'll just push it up into the corner, make it better than what it is. Yeah, looks interesting. I do think we can make something out of this. I'm going to utilise this piece. I'm going to use that as our master copy. So we're going to switch this back to positive. And I don't know how big we're going to make it. Okay, that should be about it. So we're just going to discard that. I didn't actually eat it, I found it. I found the wrapper on the ground. So yeah, I do find a lot of things and I utilise them to make these demos. So we're just doing it like this. Just line that up. It's a bit tricky, folks. Hopefully the colours will not be so wishy-washy, that they'll be just right. Not too dark either. But yeah, looks like we've lost a lot of the green in this image, unfortunately. Maybe enlarge it a bit further down. I actually see something. I don't know if I like this image, the way that it is. It looks a bit wishy-washy as well. So we're just going to darken it a bit. We're going to go here and maybe adjust the hue, maybe make it a bit more cool, or whatever, that way to that end of that hue scale. Make it warmer. I think that's the warmer setting, if I'm correct. These machines are quite complicated, even though the software hasn't changed for decades. And that's come up looking really quite shitty. I don't like the magenta look to it. I do like the red look better, but I was hoping to change that a bit to green, but it didn't work. It didn't work the way I was expecting it to. Controls are maddeningly inadequate. The photocopier industry is all about money, and they don't care about the user experience of their equipment. They really just don't have any vision of what makes a good photocopier. They're really quite a stupid industry run by stupid money-fucked idiots who don't care about the features or anything. They don't care about anything except their bloody money. And that's come up looking quite interesting. That comes up an interesting browny orange colour. I do wonder, maybe I might enlarge it a bit more on the vertical to get this down there to make it look a bit better. Yeah, folks, I have a vision of one day redesigning the photocopier from scratch, and it's not going to look anything like this piece of shit that we have here, that doesn't work properly, that doesn't have enough flexibility and at the same time user friendliness. It is really difficult trying to get these machines to do interesting things, and they're really difficult. The way they're designed like shit. Real junk. Yeah. Again, that's looking too magenta, and that's fading, it's blending now. This is showing a bit of contrast there. This is all blended and yucky. This is really shit technology, folks. It really is. It's really junk. I really have no respect for the industry that made it. The photocopier industry is all about money and greed. The way the photocopier needs to be designed has got to change. Otherwise, it's not even good for the environment, you know, folks. It's really not healthy for the environment, and it's not healthy for the people having to constantly wrestle with their systems to make them try and do what they want them to do. You know, these machines need artificial intelligence. We have so much artificial intelligence at the moment doing bad things like deep fakes and voice cloning and all that sort of stuff. And yet, basically, it would really be useful in a photocopier context. It would really work brilliantly in a photocopier, but no one has the vision or the ability to visualize something different. They just want to make a quick dollar, and it's really about the dirty dollar, and it's really not good, and we've got to have features that are customizable, that you can download off the internet like a phone app, and you got to basically make the hardware last 60 years instead of only 5 years, which is pretty typical. That's come up looking quite interesting, the coolness of that. So there's a lot of improvements that I can visualize in photocopier design, but the photocopier industry wouldn't welcome my suggestions. I'm sure they'd balk at the idea of changing the status quo and making the world a better place instead of profiteering off this. And really, it just drives me nuts just to think that the people who could make a difference in the photocopier industry have now been put on the sideline. They were on the sideline. They were made redundant. The people that I'm talking about are the people who gave us the features, the original features. They're known as toner heads or photocopier nerds, geeks. And they're called toner heads, and the toner heads no longer have a place in the industry anymore. And it's really not nice, that these intelligent people who had a vision no longer have the opportunities anymore. The opportunities are now the school of hard knocks, not opportunity knocking. So opportunities are all gone, and we have to fucking somehow find a way of... We've got to think outside the box. We've got to work out a way that we can get a hold of the industry, maybe even take over a corporation if it could be made to look so bad and lose money on the stock market. That would be really good if someone who's a toner head could buy it out at a fire sale price and rebuild it from scratch. That would be really good, folks. Photocopier needs a new rethink. It needs a new attitude. And the artificial intelligence we have, people are misusing it to scam, and basically we can use it instead for good. And that's come up looking quite nice. I think we can now call this demo quits.